Recently, the Humanities 195 class from Muskegon Community College got the privilege of going to the Muskegon Museum of Art. I was lucky enough to be a part of this group. As I walked around and looked at all the art various people have created, one piece in particular caught my eye. It was a Minotaur holding a book, which was appropriately named Minotaur Reading. When I first saw it, I thought, oh, that looks cool. I'm a big fan of Greek mythology, so it was cool to see something stemmed from it. Though I thought it was cool, I don't think I'll be coming back anytime soon. The sculpture made me feel bad for the Minotaur, but also made me not want to get too close for fear that it might move and wreak havoc on everything in its general surroundings. The reason I felt bad for him was because he looked sad, being hunched over reading a book that he holds ever so gently in his powerful hands. As I started to think about it, I wondered what a Minotaur would be reading, assuming he knew how to read. Why does this powerful creature that once struck so much fear into the people of Crete and the myths sit hunched over reading this book? A question I really never gave myself an answer to. The sculpture is made of bronze, though it isn't the color that you'd expect. This sculpture is a dark green color, almost olive green, and the book is gold. The metal is not polished and gives the texture according to the creature's properties, such as its muscle and hair. Because the book is gold, that is why my eyes were first drawn to it. As I examined the sculpture, my eyes ran up its arms and eventually to its face, then back down the other arm and back to where I started, at the book. The sculpture looks to be really heavy, being nearly life-size and made of metal. Though, as it stood still, as all sculptures should, it made me wonder every second if it would suddenly turn and look at me. The artist, Beth Carter, created the Minotaur by molding wax and plaster, then bringing it over to a nearby foundry to get it cast in bronze. The one displayed in the Muskegon Museum of Art was made in 2019 and consequently hasn't changed since. Beth Carter also says that it depicts her dad, who had to teach himself to read at a later age than usual. It also depicts the way her father appeared to her. As a child, he was strong and mythical, and now, as an adult, she sees how vulnerable and meek he really is.